I need to do more body, speech, and mind offering to purify the limitation of my speech. Yeah. So yeah. Yes, this is true. By making these offerings of body, speech, and mind, it purifies all the limitations of our body, speech, and mind. So, yeah. So, so the ultimate nature of the speech, again, is the sameness of the omniscient speech. Right? Then after that, offer the stupa. So that represents the Buddha's heart, the omniscient mind. uh, among all the mind, the most beneficial, which carry the greatest and most beneficial attitude, like omniscient altruism. Then the greatest of wisdom, the wisdom of Dharmakaya. The emptiness wisdom, of the omniscient one. So that's the greatest heart, the greatest mind. So again, the ultimate nature of your mind being the sameness with Buddha's mind, Buddha's heart, then you offer the stupa. As mentioned before, the whole purpose is to receive the blessings, to receive the blessings of the Dharma in your continuum. The continuum of your body, speech, and mind in your continuum. In this causal stage of your existence, which is as a trainee now, we need to bring about the purifications of impure body, speech, and mind. And that has to be done through the antidote of blessings that comes from the Dhamma Sangha. That comes out of the Buddha's body, speech, and mind, which is inspiration, correct guidance in relation to Buddha as a teacher. Then the correct method of teaching, which is the speech. Then the realization, transmission of realization that develop within our continuum, the pre-existent Buddha, which is the Buddha nature we already have, gradually grow, gradually develop, and eventually actualize the resultant body, speech, and mind of the Buddha. So, in order to receive that blessing, for that, the blessing, purifications of purifications of body, speech, and mind. So then after that, in Tibetan, in ancient time in India, I don't know, but in Tibetan Buddhist tradition, in Himalayas in Tibet, then there will be a kata, which is the usage of the kata. It exists even from India in this time. The white scarf, and in some case you can also use 5 different colors of scarf together. You can also use yellow color, green color, red color, blue color. Using single color also okay, but mostly is used white color. or yellow color. So the white and the yellow color, there's a representation of purification and accumulations, purifications of impurities or obstacles. So when you make an offering of white scarf to a lama or to the holy object or to anybody, it creates meritorious virtue, which act as an antidote to purify obstacles in your path. So the white color represents from the four activities of the Buddha is a pacification. Then the yellow color represents the increasing power, or the increasing of merits. So by making offerings of the yellow color to anybody, you can offer among friends. Husband can offer to the wife can offer to the husband, parent can offer to the children can offer to the parents. You can offer to any guest. It's one of the best offering, very auspicious offering. The Tibetans would, Tibetan Buddhist tradition would regard to, it's just kata offering. Once you make kata offering, everything is well done. Yeah, so now is the period of Losar, New Year. So the usage of kata is high demand, the highest demand. So as long as you offer kata, then it's very auspicious. And whenever you meet your spiritual teachers, one of the things that must have, very much like must have, to create, all the auspiciousness for your relationship. If it's already your guru, your teacher, then making kata offering will enhance the relationship and many more auspicious. If you're just offering to someone that maybe potential guru or teacher in the future, that offering of kata will create unbelievable auspiciousness for the future relationship. So even for marriage engagement, kata is very important. So yeah. So normally, like one thing must carry all the time is one kata. You never know, yeah, it can be very useful. It can be very, very useful, very auspicious. And in India, they use the material, kashika, kind of, I think, plant, tree, which has its own kind of like auspicious or pure component, like many herbs, many nature has its own pure or auspicious component. In India, especially, they understand the different benefit of herbs and plants very much. So they actually use kashika from the kashika plant and make kashika kata. So nowadays, most of the material, but still it's okay. The color is significant. Then on the kata, again in India, I don't know, but when Buddhism in Tibet, in Tibetan culture, the katas are adorned with the 8 auspicious signs, or some of them even 8 royal symbols. 7 auspicious offerings, but minimum 8 auspicious signs. And this 8 auspicious the signs, uh, as a like legend, it appeared, it received by meditators, practitioners, from the space, from the sky. And that very much happened in the form, maybe from the cloud, maybe they form into different shapes, like shaped like a vase, and that vase symbolizes long life vase, treasure vase. Then there's from the cloud form 8-spotted wheel, so Dharma wheel. And then from the cloud, there's image form, and this golden fish. So it's very much like abundance. And they emphasize abundance. Then the umbrella and victory banner, the umbrella, the parachute, and the victory banner are regarded as the the symbol of victory, symbol of success, symbol of what you call the accomplishments. Then there's appearance of lotus or lotus flower images. You carry the symbol of in the general understanding, it's one of the most beautiful and pure and unstained. So it's great auspiciousness. Even though the environment may be polluted, or environment may be a lot of harmful beings, but then you stay unharmed, unstained, like the lotus born in mud, not stained. So this is just a common rough interpretation. And spiritually, there are much more profound interpretations, which now extensively used in ritual practices, sadhana practices. So now, by offering the kata, you are very much expressing all those auspiciousness in that person. And the moment you express that action to someone, by the law of nature or the natural law of karma, you receive all the benefits. Yourself naturally receive all the benefit of those auspiciousness. So these are also one of the reasons. Then the katas are made as long as possible. But of course, if you make too long, then it's a bit inconvenient. So they make quite a decent size. So so the length is very much symbolized as long life. So when you present the kata to somebody, you are aspiring or wishing the person to have a long life. And then again, the karma that what you experience is the benefit of long life. It's beautiful, isn't it? Then there's an envelope with the kata. So kata, so normally the kata, so quite long and then also about the width. So But you don't offer like this. You fall. You fall like this. So now this is the other part, isn't it? Now this got the open one, isn't it? I don't know what to say. Head and tail. So you face the open side to the guru, then it's very much, you know, very much placing all the auspiciousness, like such as long life, auspiciousness. But if you place the other way, says, grant me the auspiciousness, grant me the long life. So like that. So yeah, so both ways is good. So either way is good. Then, so when you offer kata, mm, to the gurus and to the holy object, to the holy object you very much place in front, okay, or in front of the statue, in front of the Tanga. And of course, like let's say Tanga, is very much like that. So, people usually put on top also. But you can also place, where there's a full knock. In fact, that is the right place. So on top of Tanga, there's something like kind of like an umbrella type, banner type. So that is the umbrella, precious umbrella. So kata you can just place around the two knobs. But it's okay to place whichever. But if you're offering to a guru in person, then you don't offer on their neck. You offer either in front of their table or offer into their hand. You never offer on their hand. Also to your seniors, like in the family, your parents, or you offer to their hand or offer onto their table. To your juniors or to your peers, you offer onto their neck. You can directly offer. So yeah. So seems like we're going to spend time with the kata. Kata becoming your therapy. So yes. So since already talked about it, better complete. Yes. So then, yeah. So then there's an envelope. So on the envelope, there are a few kind of writings there. So normally, written in Sanskrit or otherwise in Tibetan. You can also write an auspicious word in English. So in Tibetan, the envelope that you use to offer to your gurus, very much always, same one for mental tender. So mental tender is very much expressing the long life, and the auspiciousness of long life. So that's what you use. So if you're writing in English, may be auspicious of your long life or something. Then for general offering, let's say even to your parents and seniors, or juniors, everybody. So you can offer Tashitelek. So usually there's a writing of Tashitelek. So you can write, the greeting words. Tashitelek is a greeting. Then if you're offering to someone whom you have requested for them to pray for you, or done and do puja for you, um, or done some task for you, then Puyun is kind of like a payment, like appreciation offering, and appreciation offering. So, mm, uh, mm. So then if you are making offerings in the community of Sangha where your guru is there, um, um, when there's a Sangha, when the Sangha communities are there, there will be abbots, there will be discipliner, there will be chant master. So abbot usually act as a Vajra master. Mm. Um, so uh, mm, so there's one writing like Ugel. It's very much anyway, no need to go into it. So it's um, it's very much like um, it's an appreciation offering, but it's also honoring their positions. They're because they have a special task, and some chant master need to do the leading of the chant. Vajra master need to do all the Vajra master's activities. Discipliner need to look after all the discipline. So that's why there's you are like kind of honoring their task. So it's a program. But then you can also offer this mental tender that which you offer to the guru, you offer to the Paul. Like almost every monastery you go, there's a historical Dalai Lama throne there. Like in the FPMD, everywhere. Lama Yeshe's picture, Lama Zopa Rinpoche's picture. So in front of their table, so you offer the mental tender. Like that. Oh, yeah. So so then if you are visiting Guru, best is to bring two kata. So the first kata you wish the Guru to keep as auspiciousness. And right after you put the kata on their hand or on their table, then immediately you take out the second kata. And the second kata can be shorter or can be the same length, doesn't matter, same color, different color. And you pass to the master, the master will pass back to you. And in some case, the masters, they already prepare a lot of kata. So, once they receive your kata, either they will place back the same kata, uh, you know, or they will keep that and they pass back the new kata. But best is like you carry two kata when you go to visit lamas like that. Yeah. So then the mandala offering also you offer at the end of the teaching events. Not every day. Let's say if we have a course throughout like weeks or months, then at the end you also do the same thing, and that is more for the appreciation. At the beginning, it's more for requesting, practice like that. So maybe some people may not know what's happening. So I think it's good to know. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hmm. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Okay, so mandala offering, please, Sheila. Yeah, wake up, dag, do de chang, chen per dang, no wo yer ma chi pai, yong jong ten pe na dag, don gi le du chen ne mo te. Jo chun lama lo zang, tu bang do de chang, chen per geshe, tenzin zopa, pel jang per i shel yena, tek pa chen per sun cho, sab mo lek pa zue yondu zin kambul wa zun. Om Benze Bhumya Om Wang Tense Gisaji Om Benze Rekea Om Chi Chagri Kor Yugi Korve Usu Liga Porira Shalu Papo Lo Jambule Nu Balang Che Jang Draminyan Ludang Lupa Nayab Dang Nayab Se Yodam dam chalo dro draminyan dam draminyan gida Rinpoche rivo pak samgisi Dojo iba mamu pai oto Korlo Rinpoche nurbu Rinpoche Zumbo Rinpoche lonpo Rinpoche Longpo Rinpoche Tacho Rinpoche Mapu Rinpoche Techen Pai Lumpa Kema Trengwa Ma Luma Garama Metoma Dupama Naksema Trichama Yema Dawa Rindu Jole Nampa Gelwe Gelsen Usulada Mi Belcher Punsum Chokpama Tsangwa Mepel Chanjing Yidu Ongwa Dida Trinsen Sawa Dang Yupar Jepe Del Deng Tela Nampa Nam Dang Kepa Duyang Yong Jok Ten Pe Na Dang Nun Gile Tu Chen Namu Te Je Chu Nama Lu Zang Tu Bang Dur Je Chang Cheng Po Geshe Tenzin Zopa Pel Zang Po Isha Gene Tek Pa Chen Po Sung Cho Zab Mo Le Pa Ju Je Yang Ju Cheng Sing Kamul War Gyo Tu Je Go We Don Du Je Su So Je Ne Kyang Dak So Dro Wa Mo Dong Gyo La Tep Je Tang Pan De Pek Sem Chen Tam Je La Tuk Se Wa Chen Po Go Ne Jin Gyo Lap Tu So Saje Poki Yogshi Me Do Tram Ram Lingzi Ni Gan Badi Sanye Zindu Mikte Wa Yedro Kunamada Jela Jela Cho Jetsula Ama Dan Pake Kala Kese Jujin Jedar Sampe Dujema Laza Choki Chapa So Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kamneya. So we'll do the refuge prayer twice in English and once in Tibetan. I take, sorry, Yeshua, is that okay? Okay. Sangye chodang soki chonam la jangchu baidu dagni kapsuchi Gaidi chenye gipe sonam ye jola penche sangye drupa so. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merits of listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merits of listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha to benefit all transmigratory beings.
Yeah, so then usually while reciting refuge and bodhicitta prayer, take opportunity to, those of you already taken refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha, and refresh them on the basis of having refuge in Buddha Dharma Sangha, and then generate as beneficial motivation as possible. The best is generate altruistic motivation, bodhicitta motivation. By dedicating that rest of one's existence, in particularly entire this very life, this very year, this very month, week, this very day, and this very session, to be most beneficial for numberless sentient beings. Temporary happiness after the ultimate happiness and enlightenment. For that purpose, then I'm engaged into this Dharma session. Those of you who are not yet taking refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha, then simply, understand that my innate nature, my true being, is pure, and that purity. If you're familiar with the Buddhist term, then the purity is similar to Buddha, similar to Buddha's being. And in Buddhist term, that level as a Buddha nature. Our true, true being carry the both pure attitude and pure wisdom. That is our innate basis. Being, having consciousness, being a living creature. Not just us, but also rest of the sentient beings, including dogs and cats, even cockroach. Their true being is pure. So to acknowledge that, and on the basis of that pure nature, then to express as big heart as possible. Express compassion, so great compassion. So that way, every single moment of your time, since preparing for this session, and all the time after, and we have done the session for the rest of our existence, the benefit, forever, we will be benefited by the virtues, the altruistic virtues. Benefited by altruistic virtues, which is greatest virtues. which share the benefit to all sentient beings, starting from your family members and the rest of the sentient beings. And also the benefit lasts until everyone get liberated from the bondage of karma and delusion. See. So, so the motivation is very, very powerful and very important. So then after that, okay, actually our time is finished. That's why I already put the alarm. So make sure to remember. So yeah. So then. Yes. Yeah. So then make what's it? Yeah. Then make salutation to Rishatamuni Buddha. And all the Buddhas of the past, present, future. Then after that, salutation lineage gurus, so that even if we have a casual chatting, or just able to get together, we able to tie our meritorious karmic connection. Realize lineage gurus, and also for all those Buddhas. So then, so then our system always activated to receive, all the benefits from the Gurus, benefit from the Buddhas 3 times. So then, spiritually, we naturally get benefited. How much word we discuss or not, how long we spend time together or not, but then spiritually we get nurtured. So that's the important part. Yeah. Kangi doje ne zone dawa dam je bambe jere dam bichu ne tenje ba godam de la cha se bo oni ni je sun do ju be la ma je kan je de chana be mo de ya zo la so wan de so da yu jin ye. Yes, so our topic is being your own therapist. Being your own therapist. So anyway, I think we have about 5 sessions of that, isn't it? 3 more sessions. Only 2 more sessions. Oh, good. 2 more sessions left. Okay. Okay. So this laughter by all of us, hopefully all the one online also, make sure you laugh from depth of your heart. So that is the greatest therapist. That's best therapist. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yes. So yeah. So I thought about this topic before. So I have a brief plan for 5 sessions, and then after that, miraculously reduce the 3 session, and miraculously first session is gone. The first session dissolve into emptiness. Okay. So anyway, so the point is, in the serious note, yeah. Okay. So be your own therapist. So I think like this. So first of all, So there are three, I think 3 points. I think need to address. First of all, whether we are capable to be our own therapists or not, isn't it? Are we capable to be our own therapists or not? Or what are the criteria that needs ourselves to become therapists? So now this therapist for what? Therapist is kind of like a treatment, isn't it? So, so here, I think from the Buddhist monk's point of view, I think I should be talking about the therapy, something to do with the Dharma. Not a normal therapy, not a medicinal therapies, or there are many type of therapies out there, isn't it? So I think I need to talk about therapy in relation to Lamrim, therapy in relation to the 3 baskets, the teachings of the Buddha, and 3 higher trainings or practices in Buddha Dharma. Now, the second thing that what is the thing that need to be treated, isn't it? We need to know that, isn't it? Yeah. What is the from the Buddha Dharma perspective? What are the problems that need to be treated? What are the diseases that need to be treated? So first we need to diagnose the limitation. First, first we know whether we can become therapists or not. Whether we can learn those therapy knowledge and tools or not. Whether we have this capability or not. Whether there is a university where you can graduate. Whether there's a course that we can take to become therapists. And during the course, of course, we learn how to detect or diagnose that what to be treated. But before that, we roughly need to have an idea those at least common issues or problems, obligations that need to be that need treatment. So therefore, knowing you have the potential to learn those therapy tools, then you get into learning, isn't it? Then we also need to know that whether after the treatment, what are the possibility of cure? Whether those problems can be overcome or not. That also need to know. So I think very much need to present the essence, essence teachings of the Buddha, the essence Dharma, the Four Noble Truth. Buddha have said, suffering is to be known. It is causes to be eliminated. The path to be adopted. The nirvana to be attained and the path to be adopted. Is first know the disease. after knowing the disease, we, the way to overcome the disease, we need to overcome its root cause. And then the tools to eliminate the disease by eliminating the root cause of the disease. By understanding the disease, by the causes be able to eliminate, by the path, then you able to discover the cessation is possible. And the cessation is possible by adopting or living on the path. By living on the path, then cessation will be delivered. So therefore, first of all, we need to know about samsara. Samsara is the disease, isn't it? So in order to know the samsara, we need to know the third level of suffering. Samsara means suffering. There are three kinds of suffering described: suffering of pain, suffering of change, and pervasive compounded suffering. Suffering of pain, easy to know. Those like a suffering from the wound, etc. Suffering of change, also quite easy to know. When we are cold, we get into, in the sun, and after some time, we get too heated, then you feel uncomfortable. So those are like suffering. Initially, it's pleasant. Eventually, it evolves into inconvenience. Those are like suffering of change. You see, when we are hungry, when we eat food, it feels good. But after eat too much, you feel not. So it's very much like that. Now, the third level of suffering is a bit hard to understand. So when you understand the third level of suffering, then you also simultaneously able to understand the root cause of suffering. You're able to understand the root cause of samsara. So in fact, the basis where we experience suffering of change and suffering of pain on the basis of pervasive compounded suffering. So what is the pervasive compounded suffering? The pervasive compounded suffering is the aggregates that which exists by others' power. Others here referring to karma and delusion. Aggregates here referring to like physical aggregates, mental aggregates, environmental existence. Very much of inner, outer, all existence that we experience in our lives are aggregates. And these aggregates, these phenomena exist by product of karma and delusion. Not by our own choice. That's why I call others power. It determined by the confused mind. It determined by hallucinational mind, wrong views, wrong attitudes. We call the delusions. The delusions, like such as anger, such as attachment, grasping, ego-centered mind, etc. Inherent, wrong views, dualistic views. This wrong minds perform deeds, which are the action, through our body, speech, and mind. And through those actions, leave imprint, potentials, which are called the karmic potentials. And these karmic potentials manifest into samsara, manifest into these aggregates, this body we have, this mind we have, and the rest of the environment that we encounter that comes in our way. So these are the byproduct of delusion and karma. So, as long as product of delusion and the karma that also initiated by delusion, the result is only inconvenient. The result of produce, in the nature of inconvenience, in the nature of suffering. That's why I call samsara. Look at our body, how inconvenient it is. Look at our mind, how inconvenient, how difficult to tame, how difficult to control, how difficult to, sustain the sense of tranquility or peace. How easy, get hurt. How easy to be upset. How easy to arise anger. How easy to arise attachment. And attachment and anger, all this, in the first glance, it looks like a power. It looks like, pleasurable. But just a matter of time, it brings into our suffering. It lead to the suffering of change, and it even lead to a suffering of pain. Because of bursting anger. Sometimes you even hurt your body. You get into fight with others. You get hurt. No question about mentally, but even physically, we also get hurt. See. So, so why call pervasive compounded suffering? Why call pervasive? Pervasive in 3 times. The product, the aggregate, the samsara, the product of karma and delusion, this aggregate serve as a basis to ripen the result of all the wrongdoing of the past. The result of all our past mistakes. This aggregate serve to suffer, serve to experience the result. You see, because of we didn't take care of our karma and delusion in the past life, we are unable to stop being reborn in samsara, isn't it? Once we are reborn, life very much start, the roller coaster type of life very much start from there. Aging, sickness, even death will come in our way. So the death, aging, sickness is the result of our past karma, especially our past lifetimes karma that which become definite result to experience on this aggregates, on this present samsara. That's why it's a pervasive. This aggregate or this samsara is pervasive to the past mistakes. It is also pervasive to the future at this very present time or throughout our life. Each moment delusion arises, we create a new karma. And that most of those karma is to be resolved future lifetime. We conduct many sort of, all sort of karma, especially negative actions to our body, speech, and mind. We say wrong things, we hurt with the wrong speech. Physically, sometimes we bring inconvenience to others. We have sometimes have malice thought, delusional thoughts. So all those are action. The action never wasted, always leave. It is potential, which is called karma, and that karma carry the potential to experience suffering very next life, very end of this life, or maybe tomorrow, maybe today, but some portion, experience for maybe 10 more years. Some of those karma experience 3 countless eons life later. Some experiences of those karma to experience in the God realm, or demigod realm, hell realm, hungry ghost realm, animal realm. You see, so this aggregate serve the impact of delivering the experience of karma even for the future. That's why it's pervasive to the future. Oh, you see. Then in the present time, there's so much of delusions and karma that we accumulate, we express. Right, very now we experience. You see, like the moment your anger arises, the inconvenience that we experience is a result of that anger. See, there are many actions that which our body has to go through pain, our mind has to go through pain. Many such actions are performed just moment before, and that very next moment, we go into inconvenience. You see, so that is because of we carry the samsaric aggregates. So we need to, we will be free from all these three types of suffering when we are able to stop the all pervasive compounded suffering. When we are able to stop all pervasive compounded suffering, we are able to stop samsara. But in order to do that, we need to stop its cause, karma and delusion. We have to overcome. We have to purify the karma and delusion. Until we know well the picture of the samsara, these three types of suffering, where this samsara is coming from, the characteristic of karma and delusion, we will not have a clear direction, what kind of therapy that you want to become. You will not know what subject we study, isn't it? Because you study for a purpose. So as a Buddhist, our purpose to become our own therapy is to be able to cure from samsara, cure from complete cure from karma and delusion. Now, the cure is the dharma. The cure, the teaching that express, the path that express through three scopes: small scope, middle scope, higher scope. The teachings on the sutra, teachings on the tantra. So all these teachings, like such as teachings on emptiness, teachings on bodhicitta, practices on all the virtues. So these are the tools. These are the antidotes. These are the antidotes. So we need to equip with those antidotes. We need to equip with all those knowledge. And living on the practice of these different virtues and different paths, able to overcome samsara and karma and delusion. See, so I think first of all, to become yes. What is the thing that we need to get cured? Yeah. So what kind of therapeutic knowledge that we need to learn? And if we ask the question, do we have the potential? Do we have the potential to equip with all this knowledge or not? Yes. And there comes the teaching on precious human rebirth. The precious human rebirth. So we have all the freedoms and potentials, to study Dharma, to realize the path. As long as you're able to study and practice and realize the path, then that is the way that you overcome samsara. That's the way you overcome karma and delusion. In a very simple way, all of us really is very much like the student, you have all the school fees to pay. You have the interest of the subject. You also found your university. You have all the external circumstances, conducive conditions, as well as the internal conducive conditions. So, from the Dharma point of view, you see, we are being born in the time where Buddha Dharma still exists, and especially in the West, Buddha Dharma is more than ever while flourishing. Buddha Dharma in the West is like kind of peak time. It's very much like the best time. All our precious gurus, like even within this like FPM organization, Lama Geshe and Lama Zopa Rinpoche, put so much effort for 40 over years, developing centers, developing study materials, developing teachers, So now it's like just decide to come and learn. You have a qualified teacher. You have a place to study. You have a conducive, inspirational environment. There are so many other Dharma practitioners around, who are showing so much interest in learning, who are living on the path, you see, and yeah, very much. Like we don't need to worry that you may meet up with unqualified wrong teachers. Like Rinpoche, they already designed to make sure that he provides qualified teachers. All the learning, the texts, but because there are so many different types of texts, and you really need to choose the right one, and also that text that fits to everybody, all level of students, like Lam Rim. The main teaching that we study is a Lam Rim. So Lam Rim is suits everybody, every level. Like you see. Then, if you cannot afford to travel the Himalayas, you have the mandala within your own city. So how amazing is that? Then yourself also have some interest in this Buddhist culture, in Buddha Dharma, and you find, especially to the Westerners, who are well educated in academic learning, like well educated in science, mathematics, physics, or whatever. There's so many things there. Especially, I think Westerners are all introduced science, isn't it? So Buddhism is one of the closest, spiritual knowledge to the science. It's very much everything is so harmonious with the science. In fact, Buddhism contribute to the modern existence science with a deeper level of wisdom in the science, like the mental science, about learning about karma, learning about emptiness is not discovered by the modern science, but it is far more deeper level of understanding of relativity, interdependent existence, causality, what do you call the quantum physics, the modern science, the quantum physics, is very much in the physical level. And Buddhism, the moment you study Buddhist teaching, especially you start to study more profound, dive into learning of karma, like Abhidharma teaching on Abhidharma, or then teaching on Four Noble Truth, and teaching on emptiness, even teaching on bodhicitta. Everything is very much the idea that which you use in quantum physics, like that. You see, but here in Buddhism is very much calculate the inner level of knowledge, and which now the great learned one from the West, they get excited. they feel greatly benefited. You see, so therefore, for you, if you really serious about it, then Buddhism can be quite easy for you. The paths are already opened for you. For us it was very hard. We started with faith. You started with skeptical wisdom, analytical capability. You see, so therefore, if you really put effort, diligent enough, you may able to arrive faster. You may able to become the best therapist. You're able to cure the diseases of the entire samsara faster. So therefore, so yeah, like that. You see, so almost like you have everything. You see. So I think I should just stop here. I think already taken half an hour more. Then coming sessions, maybe we can talk a little bit about those knowledge, to master, to be the therapy. Those knowledge that can master you, be the therapy. Then there a lot of subject to discuss. You can talk about emptiness. Actually, there's a lot of emptiness teaching this trip. It's all are the knowledge to become therapists. Then also, even teaching on tantra, everything. There's so many different tools that you can use. Like that. Okay. So thank you. Yeah. So we do the extensive dedication in the very last session. So we dedicate just like all the Bodhisattvas would dedicate their merit, just like how most precious Guru Lama Zopa Rinpoche would dedicate. Or we too dedicate just like. Okay. Thank you.